Now, how long does it take for you to onboard a new client? There are multiple ways that you can increase your income in your business using process automation, but today we are going to focus on automating client onboarding and how it can save you 5 or maybe more hours per week. All right, let's get into it. Let's see how this process would look if it's manual. Let's just say you have a new client you would like to onboard. You may need them to review and sign a contract. You may need to send out a welcome email. Perhaps they need to complete an intake form so that you can collect some information from them. You may need to share guidelines, instructions, or payment information. Set up a kickoff or an onboarding call. So there are different things that you need to be able to do with your new client. If any of it is manual, it could be doing more harm than good. So let's talk about how we can automate this and how it can save you a good 5 or more hours. Okay, I'm going to break this down into different parts. The first thing, let's just say you have a contract and you need your client to sign that contract. You can use a workflow rule to send that contract out. So let's just say the deal stage has been updated to contract sent. Then we would like to execute a function that will automatically pull that contract into Zoho Sign. And let me show you exactly what this contract would look like in this example. Let's go to one of these deals here. And a mail merge. So you would create your contract using a mail merge. This is our contract. When you merge the data, and this is you doing this manually, all of the fields are plugged in to where it will generate automatically, but you have to actually walk through it. So we're saying we want this entire process to be automated. So once that deal has closed and has been won, let's just say in this example, we want this contract to go out automatically. It's going to populate. It's going to go out for a signature. And then once we get it back, we want it to update in the system saying that it has been signed. So these are things that can be automated in your CRM so that you don't have to do it manually. So this goes out to the client. And then once the client signs the contract, let's just say this contract status is updated to contract signed. That's one part of the process, okay? Once that's done, let's just say once it's signed, it kicks them into a cadence or a follow-up process, if you will, so that you can finish the onboarding process for that client. It will send an email that welcomes them. So after they've signed the contract, it updates the contract status, and then it sends them an email that welcomes them. So let's just take a look. In this, you have an email that goes out, says, hey, welcome to your company name. We're thrilled to have you. Then once they have opened this, then let's just say your next follow-up is to request information in the intake form. And that's what this email would do. And you can set this up to happen however you want, within hours, within days. It just depends on your process. So this goes out to the contact and it says, hey, to get started on your onboarding, we need a few details from you. If you could complete this intake form. And then it takes them to the intake form. They complete the information. This intake form is integrated with your CRM so that it goes directly in and it updates the deal. Okay. If there are additional resources that you need to attach to this, you can set it up to do it that way as well so that it can attach guides or instructions. But you can also include that inside of the email. Then let's say you need your team to do an onboarding call with this new client. Then this follow-up process can do that as well, where it is going to remind you or set up a task for you to schedule onboarding. Now, that can be taken a little bit further, right, to where you can just have a link within the email where they can schedule a call with you, let's just say using Zoho bookings. And there are so many ways that you can automate this, but point is, if you were to automate that entire process from start to finish, meaning after they have been converted, they have received the contract is signed, it puts them into a flow, that flow takes them through the rest of the onboarding process, and then it also leads them to set up that initial onboarding call. That can easily save you 5 hours a week, and that can be per new client. So what you'll want to do is you want to take your current onboarding process and really look at it, as manual or as automated as it may be. Look at the entire process, and using some of the examples that I have laid out in this video, just look and see, are there some areas where you could better automate that process? Because again, that could save you 3, 5, maybe even more hours per week or per client, per new client. Identify your repetitive tasks and make sure that you automate each one of those. And some of the tools that are really, really good for this particular process would be Zoho CRM, Zoho Booking, so that they can book a call with you, Zoho Forms, so that they can fill out any intake information. All of those can be integrated, and you can track it all and have access to all of it from the CRM, the contact, and or the accounts module. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you, be sure that you like the video and subscribe, because we have a lot more for you. If you would like for us to do the work for you and automate your process, there's that option as well. If you would like to do it yourself, we have options where you can attend our workshops and our community events so that you can create your own processes. And there's a BPA sales training, business process automation training, that is completely free that you can take at any time. So be sure to click on the link in order to register. All right, guys, until next time.